now. You're West Tennessee hillbilly. Hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe. It ain't gonna hurt. Hey, y'all see Joe Biden come out on the White House porch? That joker done grew like 5 inches. That joker taller than he ever was. And he don't have his shuffle walk anymore. You don't think his body double, do you? Man, I've never seen. I mean, we're in the middle of some world changing event here in America. Do y'all not see this? They're trying to collapse this country, man. People are getting crazy, man. They just showed on the news this morning this woman last year, she killed her 5 month old, 8 month old, I can't remember. But the child was in the months old and it wouldn't stop crying, so she took the pillow and put it over the kid's face until it stopped crying. What's going on, Seven? It don't make sense. You're worried about people aren't chatting, and you're like, "Ooh, nobody's chatting," and then I chat, and oh, you're chatting too much. It's stupid. The whole purpose of the chat is to chat, to make comments. You know what I mean? Nobody else is commenting. I can't help if it looks like I'm spamming your chat. I was just into the live. You know what I mean? I was part of it, but I excluded myself. Don't worry. I excluded myself from that live since I wasn't part of it because I wasn't supposed to participate in the chat. It's so stupid. Quit whining about the big channels. One of us have got to step up. You get it? You know what I'm saying? One of us. The smaller channels are now the big channels. But the algorithm's so screwed up we can't do nothing. So you're spamming my chat, man. I'm kidding. But I'm just saying, man. I don't know. I'm just tired of fucking these channel creators, man. I've been an open channel. I've been about the truth, freedom of speech, unless you're threatening or something. Nobody gets blocked in my dadgum channel at all. I don't block anybody because that means that's one less view you can get. You know what I mean? So I don't care as long as they ain't sitting there and talking about violence and crap like that. Hey, freedom of the speech, man. Yeah. Now I understand why when I watch your live stream, Seven, that I just stay lurking in the background because I'm scared to chat anymore or anything. But, I'm fixing to get off YouTube, period. Fuck it. I'm tired of YouTube. I'm tired of the skies. I'm tired of everybody's got the perfect idea. This is how it is. Nah, ain't none of any of this crap matter. It don't matter. Who cares what the dragon's names are or the demonic being's name is? Who fucking cares? All you gotta know is right and wrong, truth and lie. I mean, simple. Everybody wants to make it so fucking complicated. Who cares what the earth is? Who cares if it's a globe or if it's flat or if it's some enclosed whatever? Who fucking cares? You know what I mean? Doesn't matter to me. I have to show up at work at 8 o'clock every Monday through Friday. All right. So I don't care if the world is made out of candy cane. It don't matter. My world is I gotta go to work. I gotta go home. I gotta pay the fucking bills. I gotta feed my dog. You know what I'm saying? That is my world. My world is not flat or round. My world is reality. The reality that I deal with day after fucking Groundhog Day. You know what I mean? The only reason I know today is Friday. When I got in the truck and turned it on, the fucking radio had the Friday song on. And I was like, okay, it's Friday. That means I get to put all that hard earned little bit of money in the bank so I can pay off all these effing bills. Tired of it. Week after week after week, the same shit. And then that turns into month after month. And then it turns into year after year. Then it turns into decade after decade of the same fucking bullshit Groundhog Day effect, man. Tired of it. I ain't lying, man. I feel like I'm not here anymore. I feel like I'm in a dream, and at any moment I will wake up. 'Cause I'm just, man, I've had it. I've had it. And the way the systems work, man, this is a slave system. It's a slave system, man. They don't give you enough money to survive on. Not, well, I shouldn't say give. We work our asses off and we only earn scraps. While the boss man is sitting there going to the lake and figure out which boat he wants to take out on it, or which cabin on the lake he wants to go to. While we sit here and, oh, it's the weekend, I can sit at home and wait for Monday to come around so I can go back to fucking work. You know what I mean? It must be nice to be a business owner. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. But yeah. No, I'm cool, man. I don't know. I'm just sick of everything. That Gina Marie Clovenhill bitch. I hate her. All she's in it for is views and watch time. I know since I've learned of her and before things got the way they got, I'm sitting there watching. They're going raindrops on the camera lens making holographic colors come off of them, and those are plasmic beings. Oh, they're coming in. No, come on now. And then, I don't know, man. I'm just sick of the fucking. Why does everybody got to have a fucking storyline like me? I'm a dadgum hillbilly, right? But I really am. I've never considered myself to be a redneck because a redneck is like, I wouldn't want to be a redneck. A redneck don't give a shit about nobody. A hillbilly, they don't bother people, you know what I mean? But you don't mess with a hillbilly because they'll screw you up worse than a redneck ever could. But a hillbilly, they stay to themselves, they don't bother nobody, and they ain't a problem unless you bother them, you know what I mean? But a redneck, they're out looking for trouble. Super Dave 44, how you doing? Man, I've been trying to change up my routines. I got to work 15 more. I got here at 7:15 this morning. I ain't got to be here to 8. But I'm like, man, I got to start changing some stuff. I got to get this cycle broke. Yeah. And it's one of these days where it's just, if you look at the radar, the clouds are just, it's like dead. It's just sitting here, and where I'm at, it's going east and west. It is weird. And then I'm catching a signature it's a round line that comes out. And it's centered out of Tupelo, Mississippi. I just wish I could find a good radar site where I could go back and watch like the last 24 hours of radar. That way I could sit there and pick up the anomalies that are shown. You can see they're energizing the stuff up in the sky, whatever it is. like these contrail cloud systems we have nowadays. I don't get it, man. And I only wish I had it on camera, but I don't know why these planes were so low, and I was looking at them in the binoculars, so they were really up close, right? But I was watching this one plane, and it was sitting there laying down a line. But in front of it, you could see the black shadow. So I grabbed my binoculars, and I'm like, I'm trying to figure this out. I'm like, how in the world? Because you can see the plane, the white line coming out the back, and the black shadow going out the front. So I'm sitting there looking, and that plane turned off the what you call it. I'm like, really? And I pulled the binoculars down in time to see, and I didn't realize at the time there was a plane behind that plane that turned its on where the other one turned it off. And if that isn't on purpose, you know what I'm saying? There's no way that was an accident. They knew that plane was fixing to run out of the juice, and then they sat there and had another one ready to, ready to go. But I didn't have it on film. That's so crazy. But man, I don't know, man. Everything's silvered out. I don't know. Let me see if I can show something. I mean, look, that's the skies here. We'll get out. Look, that's my sky. Ain't much of skies out here today. But yesterday they were like murked out to where you couldn't see the detail of the cumulus clouds or whatever you want to call them. I'm not terminology correct half the time. I might make up some words. Hopefully, y'all understand what I'm talking about. Ain't this crazy? A couple weeks ago, I could start a live stream in the morning. There'd be several hundred people in it. The algorithm changed again. There's no hope for my channel. I mean, I can't even get a 0.5% of my subscribers to view my content. So I just stopped putting content up. You know what I mean? I think what I'm about to do, I'm fixing to go to Land Between the Lakes and search for Bigfoot. 419 sourced. How you doing? Man, it's finally Friday though. Dad gum. But it seems like yesterday was Monday. I'm telling y'all, the weeks are going by like. I mean, I remember like a few days ago, it was July the 1st. Now it's almost August. Oh, happy belated birthday, Seven. I forgot to tell you that. I got one coming up in a couple weeks. Yep. Yep. Dadgum birthday. They ought to call it sentencing day. It's the day you were doomed to this physical world. How many years have you survived this chaos? Fuck, I'm so sick of this shit. I ain't lying, man. I'm so tired of repeating and repeating and repeating. There's no understanding any of this shit. Everything anybody tries to base anything off of, turns out what they're basing off of is a lie. So how can you ever get a truth if everything you base off of is a lie? You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? Man, I remember the 70s, man. The 70s. I remember third grade, man. I remember when Disco Duck was #1 on the Billboard charts. Back when it was a brand new song, y'all. I remember listening to Disco Duck on the radio. Those are the good old days, man. If you wasn't home, nobody could get in touch with you. They didn't have answering machines, or you had to be rich to have an answering machine. Then they made answering machines a little more affordable. And then I remember they came out with the radar range. Yeah. New technology to cook your food. Yeah. Then I remember Jiffy Pop. Man, you didn't have to buy a bag of popcorn and have you a daggum big pan that you had to shake on top of the stove. You could just buy this Jiffy Pop that came with a handle, was in a little aluminum pan, had an expandable aluminum top thing on it. All you had to do is turn on your stove and put that over. You didn't have to add butter or nothing. It was already uh, Jiffy Pop. And back before the radar range, the TV dinners had to be put in the oven. And that's another crazy thing. Back in the 70s, if you had leftovers, they would last a while, man. They wouldn't spoil the next day like they do now. It don't matter. Put them in the refrigerator. Shit, everything. I don't know. I, if y'all really knew how I felt about what we're going through down here, I think everything we're perceiving stuff like you think you're eating a daggum nice juicy porterhouse steak, right? In reality, what is in your plate is just a daggum scoop of maggots and worms and shit. But you're tricked into seeing a big juicy porterhouse steak. We're living on garbage, man. I don't know. I'm losing it. I'm losing it. Oh, hey, I don't know how much more of this crap. I ain't like man. I ain't even looking at the sky anymore. I will occasionally. I go, oh wait a minute. I ain't looked up. I ain't even thinking about the sky anymore. Screw the sky. I'm just trying to figure out what is the purpose of all this bull crap. Like I've said for years, when I get back to wherever I came from, I'm punching somebody in the nose for sending me down here. I swear, this is a bad joke. Bad joke, man. Oh God. It was like it only got up to like 80 degrees yesterday, but it felt like 100. It was so muggy. I sweated all day yesterday, and we've already been to like 98 degrees or whatever, and that was pretty hot. But man, yesterday felt hotter, but the temperature wasn't. It's just crazy. Oh man, man, I'm watching an old guy in coveralls walk very slowly down the sidewalk. Hope he makes it where he's going. Well, look, I've wasted enough of everybody's time, so I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. Y'all have a good day, alright? And I guess that's about all I got to say about that.